welcome. This is Ananda, and this is Invitations to Spirit for the week commencing the 8th of June 2026. I hope that the past week has been informative and beautiful for you, and that you've managed to navigate all these effects from the solar flares, because I recently read that there were quite a few major solar flares coming through from our sun. And as we all know, we have electrical circuits all through us, and the solar flares are electromagnetic as well, so it can really freeze us quite a bit. Besides affecting all our technology, it also affects our neural pathways, our mind, and all of us in a sense too. So I hope that I don't think it's quite over yet. And I think I've got a feeling the effects of what I've read is the effects could be ongoing for a little while. And I've also noticed that coming to the end of this month, close to that moon cycle at the end of the month, I think it might be a new moon, it's going to be Mercury retrograde. So just a reminder that that can affect all our communication. It can also affect our technology. So keep an eye on that, and take care prior to it starting and during as well. So the tool which I'm using today, and which I've been using for some time because I really love it, is Doni Amori's Soul Freedom Energy card deck. Before I open the deck, I'm going to set the intention that all information is clear, accurate, concise, so precise, and it comes from unconditional love and acceptance, and it's for the highest good of all sentient beings, okay? And it comes from this wonderful web of energy and information which is around us, we are part of, and that I think more and more we are starting to remember that we are definitely connected to it and connected to each other, and very much so connected to this planet, to nature, to the animals, to the plants, okay? And I really, really hope that we all really begin that reconnection with Earth, with nature, with the seas, the plants, the animals, the fungi, even the bacteria. Yeah, for some it might be slightly frightening, because we've been science has come to understand that a lot of diseases are caused by bacteria and viruses. But also I have read before that the reason why mammals are able to carry their children within their wombs, it was because of a what do you call it? It's another word for anomaly, but not mutation. Mutation caused by a virus. So there are viruses which are really important and really helpful, and we know bacteria as well. And there's a reason for everything, okay? And it's not to belittle anyone who's lost someone to cancer or to sepsis or anything like that. That's very, very, very difficult. But it is here, and it is a part of this world, and it is a part of this life, and we have to understand and appreciate and see these things and not shy away from them, okay? So I think it's very important that there is acknowledgement that there is a place for these things too, yeah? And they are amazing organisms in their own right, okay? So there we are. And I'm going to take the deck out. Blow on it, the intention. For clear and precise, and it's from the heart, and it's accurate, and it's from spirit. And here we go. What are we going to have? Last week it was sacred space, and I said it was about discovering or creating a sacred space within. You're finding this within us, knowing that it's there, knowing that we carry it all the time. Okay, so I'm just letting my left hand choose which bit of the deck. I keep cutting it. And okay, so we're down to 3 cards. And it is this card. Oh, awakening. Whoa. Whoa. Awakening. What are we awakening to? Of course, it can be a spiritual awakening, an awakening to your connection to everything. It could be an awakening to your gifts, to your divine, to the connection to your divine intelligence. Yeah, to that inner guru, awakening to that. So I think it's going to be, it's kind of open because everyone is evolving at their own rate, which is appropriate. And the awakening as well for each of us is different at its own rate, which is appropriate. Otherwise we get fried. And if we are not able to ground it, oh God, it can be really, really, really tricky. And yeah, so get help if you need it. Even if it's just talking to a friend, or going for therapy, or going for Reiki, or going for a cacao ceremony, or going for a sound bath. Get some help, okay? Or just taking some time out and just walking in nature. All right? So awakening. What are we awakening to? Collectively, we are awakening to our sovereignty, to the fact that we have access, each and every one of us, to information which will give us our freedom, that we'll really understand that we are truly free, although sometimes we may not appreciate it. If you have a mortgage and a loan and you have dependents on you, you may feel that you are restricted in your freedom as to what choices you can make. And yes, that could be very, very, very true and very, very real. But if you feel that it's time to move onto something which will help you to achieve greater freedom, and if it means setting a plan in action for the next 5 years, then perhaps that might be something you want to think about. But we're awakening to our divinity as well. And what is divinity? What is spirit? I suppose to me it's that web. That web which is all around us, which connects us, which we are connected to. But unfortunately, humans, for some reason, maybe because of a lot of wounding, and we don't realize that nature is abundant, and we were born into abundance, and we're born into safety most of the time. If you're born in a war-torn area, and depending on your situation, you may not feel or believe this at all. But just understand that even during those times, you have never been alone, and you were never alone. Unfortunately, for many of us, our cultures do not teach us, do not show us, do not support us in this connection. They may say, who are you talking to? There's nothing there. Maybe you've got a mental health problem, or you're psychotic and you need to be medicated for that. And I'm not saying that there are 10 instances where you may need help with that, and the medication may be helpful, yeah, and some people may really need it, but in some instances perhaps not. And in some cultures there is so much support for this as well. Okay, it's just that in the developed world we kind of really lost it, and this connection with the whole planet, and ultimately with who we truly are, and with each other. So it is time to awaken. Time to awaken to this greater world around us, waiting to be explored, waiting to be waiting to communicate with us, waiting to assist us, waiting to share their love with us. When I go into the garden and I'm prepared and open, there's so much love. There's just so much love and so much joy coming from the trees and the plants. And when I'm feeling really ill, I don't really feel it so much. But if I stop and take a little bit of time to ground, to be present, and I go out with the intention of opening my heart and connecting, and it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I realize I have never ever been alone. So awaken to what you need to awaken to this week. Support yourself. Really be aware that there's a lot happening for us. Don't brush it aside. Really check it out. Be open to it. Go and talk to your friend who is clued up about these things, yeah? And see what you can discover about yourself and about this whole world, and about space and the stars and all the galaxies. Because it's here, all this energy is here to expand our perception of life, and what we as humans can do with this huge brain that we have and this huge intuition and this spirit within. Okay, so I hope that's useful. Have a wonderful week. Remember, keep exploring and creating your sacred space within, because it will really be very, very helpful with this too. Love to you all, and take care. Namaste.